Good morning and welcome on this Tuesday. And still we have no tacos.
I also forgot to put on earrings. What a weird day!
Oh my gosh, no earrings and no tacos. What else will the day be lacking in?
I don't know.
Oh no. You know, there's only one way to find out.
What?
Let's just go.
Okay.
All right, so I'm Marshall Shore and welcome to the morning show.
I'm Melissa Farley. What is it? Oh, welcome to the fabulous.
I was like, and Fabulous Arizona Center, we're here. Welcome.
I can't function without earrings, I'm telling you. No, it's okay. We'll get through this.
I didn't realize it's like that's like where your power comes from.
Yeah.
It's like Samson had his hair,
I
Melissa
know.
has her earrings.
Yep. We'll get through this. We'll get through it. You know what? Let's do word of the day. We'll take a break. I'll put my earrings on. Everything will be just great.
Wow, you actually asked for word of the day.
I know. You know how desperate I am now.
All right, so look at that. It rips off so easy. So, all right, so our word of the day is irascible.
What?
Irascible. I like you ask for a word of the day. It's like, what was that?
Okay.
Did someone say something?
Irascible.
All right, so marked by a hot temper and easily provoked anger.
You know what? We don't hire anybody who is irascible.
No, we have no one irascible on our team.
I know.
So
that's lovely, isn't it?
It is.
Knock on wood.
Yes. Right.
Okay. We don't want it. We don't want it.
All right, so the sentence for irascible is, the irascible judge is known for not allowing much to hold back her biting observations. Sounds like Judge Judy.
It does.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who they were thinking about.
Maybe she's irascible.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I've seen her speak on panels, though. I really like her. She's really funny and smart.
Ah.
Super wealthy. Like one of the most highest paid women on TV ever.
I mean, right. I mean, such a long-running show.
Seriously, yeah, she is. She is something, Judge Judy.
Indeed she is. All right, well, you know, we have a great guest coming on.
We do. We have a wonderful guest.
That, you know, when you were away, she was talked about a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because of the space she has and kind of stuff they're doing there and kind of stuff they want to do. So, looking forward to seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I just visited it myself, so excited
cool.
to connect
Oh, you've
with
been
Maria.
there.
I have been there.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've just seen photos.
It's pretty cool, yeah. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go put on my earrings. We're gonna bring on our fabulous guest, and
the day will get better.
yeah, keep it right here. It's only gonna get better from
Are you
here.
gonna bring some tacos back with you?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the morning show on this Tuesday, April 1st.
Every time you pause like that, I'm like, does he know? Is he gonna say the right thing?
So, of course I know what day of week it is. It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
And it's April 1st, so April Fool's Day.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that later on. But right now, we have a really cool guest on.
We do, but do you want to introduce yourself first?
Oh, that's right. I'm so excited to actually talk to Maria that I'm like, who am I? What am I doing
It's
here?
okay.
All right, so I am Marshall Shore with the morning show and
Melissa Farley here at the
fabulous
Arizona Center.
And we are happy you are joining us on April Fool's Day.
We sure are. And we're not going to pull any pranks this time, at least not yet, while we've got Maria here. Maria,
That's
hi.
right.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, so we're so excited to have you here. So Maria has a really cool space called the Ascension Chamber. She's also a Reiki practitioner. I just went to the Ascension Chamber for the first time, and it is such a cool space. Like, it is just unlike anything else I've ever been to. But Maria, I'd love for you to share a little bit about what the Ascension Chamber is.
So we've combined science with spirituality. We have the equipment from, I can't name them all, but Nikola Tesla, Lekowski, he created these coils, the concentric rings, and I can't really talk to you about the science. That's
fair.
So the science in there is from Nikola Tesla, George Lakowski, and Denshaw. Lakowski built the eccentric rings, and Lakowski built the 12 spectrum colors.
Yeah.
So we use color medicine, we use sound, we use frequencies, we use crystals. We have it's dome shaped. We have sacred geometry in there, a whole bunch of stuff. And what it does is everything comes together and creates this frequency, this plasma field for you. So when you go in there, you start with your intentions. We go on a grounding walk, and then you go inside and have your sessions. You hear all the frequencies, and they sound like static going on. You would think that it would drive you crazy, but it actually relaxes you, and you go into whatever your intentions were, the energies of whatever your body needs. So some people can feel it physically, can feel the energies moving through their body. Some people have spiritual experiences where they've met loved ones, or they've gone on a journey out of body experience, or we have some clients who have had cancer, and they have come, and one client, every week she'd have chemo, and she'd have to take blood work, and 7 out of 9 of the factors, and I don't know what they are, were always off. And after 3 sessions, the 1 week she went for her chemo, and they took her blood work, and the lab work was fine. They were all, within normal limits. So all this cool stuff happens. People shift in so many different ways in there. And
well, speaking of that cancer story, so you had mentioned that you were going to be starting a cancer study.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So what we want to do is we're going to get anywhere from 10 to 20 people with cancer and have them follow a protocol. And mind you, we don't diagnose, or we don't claim to cure anything, but we have noticed that it is a beautiful complement to what they're going through, to what they're physically experiencing. Some people have said that their symptoms from the chemo have gotten better, or it's not with them as long, and it doesn't knock them out like it does for some people. Just a lot of amazing stories. So we want to bring them in, and the protocol is 6 weeks, every other day. So we know that's going to be hard for people to come in every other day. So we're looking for volunteers, for drivers to help us pick up people and take them back home.
Yeah.
And also, their family hopefully will help them with that.
Yeah. And so, sorry, this isn't, so you're talking about doing this kind of in complement to their treatment. This isn't in place of, them doing chemo or anything like that.
No. We don't want them to change anything. We just want to be the, complementary to help them go through, the symptoms. And, we have other stories where a guy came in and also his blood work, I think he had pancreatic cancer, and he sent us his lab work, and it was fine as well.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, when you go to chemo, your blood work, it's 1 week it's good and 1 week it's bad. So, so we understand that, but we have only good news so far. So we want to spread it and help people.
How did this even become a thing? Even just seeing the space and how it was put together, tell me about kind of your origin and how this came to be.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
So Chad, he's the owner. He got downloads. Now, he's just a regular guy. He was actually he had 3 businesses, and then he just had this awakening where all this crazy stuff was happening, and his family thought he went crazy. But he was getting these downloads, and you saw the place, right?
Yeah.
And it looks kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Every download was done the first time. Like there were no redos. Nobody had to go in there and fix anything. It was just naturally put in place the way it is now. And yeah, it's pretty magical.
Yeah, it's a very cool space. So we did a meditation in there. There was some sound healing. Yeah, and it's just it really is a space unlike any other. It's very geometric. There's lots of color, lots of different things in there. And it's just, I mean, I know people keep saying it, but it's like, I don't know how to, there's kind of a picture of, the dome is kind of right on the other side of that.
Of the stairs.
Yeah. But yeah, you kind of just have to see it for yourself and experience it. So you've started working with our producer, Anne.
Yes.
And tell us what you all kind of have up your sleeves and in mind for what's next.
Meditations. We did the Reiki meditation experience yesterday. No, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's going to start a Reiki class. We're going to just do different projects. And
whatever comes,
whatever comes, yes, and just bring people in so that they can be aware of our space and how complimentary it is for everyone.
I love that. And I think we heard some rumors that there might be some film opportunities happening for filmmakers.
Yes.
And
we want to provide that.
All kinds of cool
See,
things.
I don't know if you saw the other stage. We broke it down because that was at first it was like an experiment. We had a waterbed in there where people were having out-of-body experiences, but the experiences were better in the first dome, the one that's up and running now.
Okay. Okay.
But on there, it has like the sacred geometry of it. It's 12-sided. We have 12 speakers, and we put your head in there in the middle, and the granite vibrates, and it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Yeah. So if you're interested at all in learning more about the Creator Spotlight or about Ascension Chamber or any of the Reiki work that's going to be happening there or the meditation classes, please come and check it out for yourself. Where can people learn more about the Ascension Chamber?
I think the easiest would be on the website or YouTube.
Okay.
Website ascensionchamber.life.
Okay.
And then the YouTube Ascension Chamber.
Beautiful.
And then we're on Facebook and Instagram too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you can find our producer Anne playing there a lot, probably doing lots of cool stuff. Anne Maria will be around. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it was great to meet you because I know with Anne we've talked a lot about some things that could happen there, and so looking forward to opportunities to just try some different things.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah.
We're excited for you. Yeah, we can't wait to see this journey unfold.
Right.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. We're going to have things to do, some April Fool's shenanigans.
Indeed, and maybe tacos.
Don't lie. Don't lie to me, Marshall. That's your April Fool's joke.
I would say maybe that should be, it's like, there's tacos. No, there's not.
Cruel. Just cruel. All right, we'll be right back after this.
And welcome to the morning show, and we have a plethora of tacos for you.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's April Fool's Day. We're not giving away tacos. We don't even have tacos.
So I'm Marshall Shore,
the liar, and I'm Melissa Farley, and we are here at
the fabulous Arizona Center with no tacos.
With no tacos.
Because indeed it is April Fool's Day, so.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know what we do have, though?
We've got some history coming up. All right, so picture it. It's 18 1885.
Okay.
And the U.S. 10th Cavalry, known as the Buffalo Soldiers, is transferred from Texas to Arizona. And so basically this group, they were transferred to Fort Apache, and they were basically a fierce regiment fighting group of African Americans that fought during the Civil War. Now, I've always wondered what the origins of that name was, and it really came from the just communities that were really kind of admired the soldiers, their courageous fighting abilities. There is also mention of it may have come from their hair, and the texture of it looked to the indigenous communities like buffalo.
Oh, interesting.
And so,
Okay.
but yeah, so I mean, you can find buffalo soldiers across Arizona.
Yeah.
And part of their history is here still. So I just think it's great that we celebrate them today.
Yeah, there's some really good, actually, books out there about the Buffalo Soldiers. So if you're at all interested,
Right.
you can pick up some really good reading material.
And there's also some reenactment groups that do Buffalo Soldier
Yeah.
reenactments where they go out and for parades and things like that.
Does the Capitol still have an exhibit on the Buffalo Soldiers? I can't remember.
I don't think so, but again, the library there, I'm sure, would be happy to pull out stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one of those things where even if you go to like the State Archives or even the Heritage Center in Papago Park,
Right.
or Arizona Historical Society in Tucson, that you can find a lot of material on them.
For sure.
And I know that I think last year there was, with Fort Apache, I think there was some of the buildings were actually preserved because they were part of that original Buffalo Soldier encampment.
Yeah.
So and I think it may have even won a governor's award.
Interesting. Okay. Well, cool. That was a cool
Yeah.
nugget. I like that. Very cool.
A little history
A
lesson.
little history lesson.
Yeah.
You know what else I like? Celebrating.
All right, so let's talk about that elephant in the room, the April Fool's Day.
Yes.
You know, we don't really necessarily know exactly where it came from, but, you know, for centuries, different cultures have looked at this day as a day to play hoaxes, trick practical jokes, and then often yelling April Fool's Day. And some very popular pranks. Back in the mid-90s, Taco Bell leaked that they were going to buy the Liberty Bell.
That's a good one.
Indeed, and it got people all riled up.
I bet it
And
did.
so, indeed, it was not true, but it was a really good marketing ploy.
That was
And
smart.
so, and then also back on this day in the mid-2000s, 2004 to be exact, Google announced on April 1st that they were going to be offering 1 gigabyte of storage with email. And everybody at that point thought, oh, it's got to be a hoax because
Yeah.
that's so much storage, and who has that much storage?
Yeah,
And indeed, it was not a hoax.
it was not.
So, which I
remember
think
that.
that's just very funny.
Yeah.
So, and now almost everybody has at least a Gmail account.
Are you a prank puller, Marshall?
I'm not.
I'm not either.
So I don't really kind of get other than the fact that it's like, oh, look, we have tacos. No, we don't. So
He's
yeah.
like, that's about the only thing I
Yeah,
do.
that's about it. I'm not gonna be like trying to pull pranks or going out on social media saying, oh, guess what?
Yeah.
Something big's gonna happen.
Ooh, should the morning show do something? What could be funny?
Oh, I don't know.
We could lie and say the morning show is going on the morning show, the real one.
Or we're starting our own 24/7 morning show.
Oh my
Where
God.
it's never done.
No.
It just blends into the next day. And it's not just us. We'll have other
Oh, okay.
folks on as well.
It's like-
Yeah. Right.
Are they going to watch me sleep? Is it going to be like the
Just-
Truman Show?
We'll just have body cams on.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Okay.
it'll be just like the Truman Show. But our faces won't be quite as
Yeah.
flexible.
No. No.
So, and then also today is Tatting Day.
As in tattooing?
No,
No.
as in this really one of the oldest methods of making lace, where you take these little tiny needles and thread and basically create. So people have all over the globe are doing this, doing lace collars, lace edging, ornamental pieces. And so
I'm sure that's really exciting for you, but I would rather celebrate with a tattoo, so I'm sticking with that.
probably wouldn't celebrate with either one of them because it's kind of like micro crocheting. I have a feeling,
Yeah.
and I'm not good at crocheting nor micro crocheting.
No, but I feel like you would at least appreciate that a lot more than I like the artistry of it.
Well, that's true. I would
and
at
the
least be like, oh,
presentation.
look, that's
Yeah.
pretty. And tattoo, I'd be like, ow, that's painful. And so that's pretty much my response. And then, if you're into money, today is 1 cent day. Because on this
as in
date,
a penny?
yeah,
I
as in a
thought they
penny.
stopped making pennies. Was that not a real thing?
No. Well, there's talk of that, but on this date back in 1787, the first 1 cent coin was produced in the U.S. Benjamin Franklin designed it. And
Didn't know
on one side it said, mind your business. On the other one, it said, we are one. And at that point, it was 100% copper. Not so much anymore. Now, Abraham Lincoln's face was not put on it until 1909.
Really?
Yeah, which I didn't realize it was that early.
Huh. Okay.
So yeah. And then, we don't have tacos, nor do we have sourdough, which would be great to celebrate National Sourdough Day,
Ooh,
Bread Day, but we
yum.
don't have any of that. And, that flavor of sourdough bread baking, that smell of that crusty loaf when you pop it open and
Yep.
that chewy, basically started off with French bakers introduced the fermentation process into the bread for its distinct sour taste. And it first got brought into Northern California during the gold rush. And
Can you imagine how weird that might have sounded? Like, yeah, I'm making sour bread. Like, that sounds
well, and it was
gross.
started by, and I thought it was interesting. I didn't realize it was started by microbiologist Louis Pasteur.
Yeah.
From pasteurizing milk, that he was also playing around with microorganisms and was like, you can make bread that's really good.
Well, thanks, Louis Pasteur.
Exactly.
I enjoy a good sourdough.
So say I was having some delightful toasted sourdough smothered in butter. What kinds of things could I be doing while I was eating this? Because I'm not having any tacos today,
Oh, wow.
but I could be having sourdough.
Hear ye, join Whiskey Wednesday for ye old trivia night, celebrating American history. Thanks, Dylan. I love the way that was written.
Indeed, and maybe some sourdough as well.
We're not hungry here at all. It's
No,
not like
I know.
Marshall and
Yeah,
I have
no.
an appetite. No, but it is American History Trivia Night at the Whiskey Wednesday Bar and Grill. This is in Mesa. It kicks off at 6:30 p.m. You do have to be 21 plus. I still think that's weird. I guess it's because it's at a whiskey joint. Well, that would be fun if it was like naughty American history, but it's not. It's just American history, and there is no cover. So,
Yeah, maybe it's just started something new.
yeah.
Naughty trivia. Well, we know we did it when Courtney was here. We did have naughty or nice trivia.
Oh, fun.
So,
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
indeed.
Okay, this next event, I love these whenever they do it. So basically, you are invited to the Orpheum Theater at 6:30 p.m. and there's going to be a screening of the 1987 film Predator, but it's with the all puppet players. And this is just so freaking funny. Whenever they do this, they basically interject really irreverent humor and commentary
Right.
throughout the film. It's a really, really good time, and
Do you think any of the puppets will be irascible?
probably, yes. I do think so.
With any luck, yes.
Yeah, we did this for, oh God, I can't remember which. We saw 2 films this way, and we had a blast both times. But it is a 17 plus event. Tickets are only $24, so really reasonable price tag to go sit in a cool theater, beautiful theater, have a lot of laughs, and that is at 6:30.
And that's to get ready for their next puppet show, which is going to be Predator.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this one is probably important if you're a small business owner, a local business owner, maybe you're trying to work on becoming a micro influencer, something like that. It is a social media decoded talk at the Esplanade Center in Phoenix. This is a morning event, so 9:30. Basically, if you're having a hard time kicking off your social media, if everything you're doing is sort of falling flat, you're just not reaching the right audiences, this is a hands-on workshop that will help you figure out how to cut through the noise and deliver some immediate actionable strategies to help you create content that works. So this is free. This is a totally free class. It's from 9:30 to 11:30, and it is off of Camelback Road at the Esplanade Center. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were doing things like that there.
I didn't either. So
What
that is
fun.
cool. This is a little early because Easter is actually on my birthday this year, which I'm not thrilled about, but we're apparently starting celebrations right now. Not for my birthday, but for
I
Easter.
was like, does that mean it's going to be like a deviled eggathon?
Well, I should tell you, Marshall, I do celebrate my birthday month. So
Why am I not shocked?
all of April is my birthday month. Okay, but this is Easter egg painting, plus a dining experience at JoJo's Shake Bar in Scottsdale at 12 p.m. So basically, you have your choice of an entree, choice of a shake, and then you get 2 fake Easter eggs and painting supplies. So for all of that, for the eggs, the painting, your food, it's $30 per person. This is going on from now until my birthday, aka Easter. And it is a 21 plus event, and it's like I said, it starts at 12, but they do it kind of all day long, so you can pop in.
Very cool.
And then last but not least, we've got the Rock Orchestra by Candlelight at the Phoenix Symphony Hall at 8 p.m. Wow, that picture looks actually really interesting. The Rock Orchestra was created in 2020 by Nathan Reed, and the whole idea is to re-envision legendary rock and metal with grace and power of classical music. So it's kind of they set up a gothic visual world, and then kind of breathe this different new energy into some of maybe your old favorite songs. So it's $75 depending on your seating choice, and doors open at 7 p.m. with the show at 8 p.m.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you'll be sneaking sourdough into that one. But
I don't think so.
yeah.
But, but there are other things we could be celebrating as well, besides Gothic
Besides
rock.
my birthday month, maybe a few other birthdays.
A few other birthdays.
Okay.
Wake up, hey, it's your birthday. Jump up, go have a great day. Everyone has come to see you. Make a wish and hope it comes true.
All right, so have you ever seen that classic movie, Singin' in the Rain?
I sure have.
So it was famous for Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Indeed. So it's her birthday today, and I love the fact that she used to have her own casino in Las Vegas and showroom
I didn't know
and
that.
hotel. And so she was all the time looking for talent that was new. And so she would come to different locations throughout the valley and attend karaoke nights.
Ah,
And then it was like her and Rip Taylor
okay.
would walk up to folks and be like, hey, you got a great voice. You should come join us in Vegas.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of a funny way to just kind of get like, hey. And I just love the fact that then also Rip Taylor was there with her.
I first kind of fell in love with her. She was the grandmother in Halloween Town, which I watch every year.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's a really good Halloween movie. I had no idea she was Carrie Fisher's mother, though, until
Oh, yeah.
like way later on in life. So.
Oh.
Yeah, but I love Debbie Reynolds.
Indeed. And then another stage person, Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle.
That's right. She became famous for Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And she walked on stage and people, I think, kind of laughed a little bit because she didn't necessarily have the traditional look
Yeah.
until she opened her throat and started singing and stunning the judges and the audience. She became a viral sensation, and she is turning 63 today.
Happy birthday, Susan.
Indeed. And then our next birthday is Matt Lautner. And so he came to a light in 2004 on one of Bravo's when they were doing a bevy of all those reality shows, Manhunt. He then went on to be the voice of Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars The Clone Wars cartoon. He was also CW. They did a revival of that classic 90210 soap, and he was there for that revival, and he is turning 42 years old.
Happy birthday. I still have no idea who he is, but he's very pretty to look at, so happy birthday to
And
you.
right, and pretty much everything I was reading was talking about how pretty he was, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen him before.
I know, I was like,
But yeah, so, and then I was like, let's celebrate some old Hollywood. Lon Chaney,
oh wow.
Man of 1,000 Faces,
Yeah.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Phantom of the Opera. I mean, his list of movies he was in, he was a silent film star, specifically those horror movies.
Yep. Yeah.
And some of those haunting images from The Phantom of the Opera are still kind of tied to his original performance in that.
Totally. Yeah.
So-
Okay, that's a cool dead person birthday. I
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
one.
See,
Yeah.
right. I mean, so that's why I thought it's like, yeah, we kind of need to
Yeah.
celebrate him.
Yeah.
So we will go back and maybe watch some of those old black and whites. And that's one of the things I love about like the Orpheum. They will show some of those old black and whites.
They do, yeah.
And break out the Wurlitzer organ as the background music.
do.
So
Yeah.
there you go. Now, if you have things you would like to celebrate, maybe you've got a birthday, an anniversary, maybe you got a new job, maybe you have tacos, and we don't. Rub it in our face a little bit, and you can do that on Instagram at Hello on the Morning Show. I'm sorry, that's our email.
Yeah, Instagram is at On the Morning Show.
And email is hello at On the Morning Show.
That's right.
We're also on Facebook, so reach out to us. Also, if you would like to be one of our guests and be sitting right where Maria was just sitting as she was talking about the Ascension Chamber,
Yep.
please let us know if you've got something cool that you're doing in the community, because we would love to celebrate you.
We would, yeah. We love connecting with you and spotlighting all of the incredible things that you're doing, which is really the whole reason why we do this show. So
Right.
please do reach out. No story, no business is too small. We definitely want to hear about what you're doing. With that said, we hope you have a really, really safe and fun April Fool's Day today. Don't be stupid.
Right, just think about what people are saying, and it's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, be
That-
safe. Be
right.
safe. Don't
And
be stupid.
mindful and thoughtful and
Yes.
and laugh.
Yeah, that's every day, not just on
True.
on April. I was going to say St. Patrick's Day, not just on April Fool's Day. We do hope you enjoy some tacos on this Taco Tuesday, since Marshall and I have been deprived of those once again.
Yet again.
Yet again, I know. But we will be back with you on Wednesday for Marshall's favorite day,
Hump day.
Hump Day. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.